Welcome and namaste. We'll begin our practice at the top of the mat, standing in Tadasana, mountain pose. Bring your awareness down to the soles of your feet and feel all four corners of the feet rooting down. Bring that awareness to the base of your tailbone, your root chakra. Feel the connection. Take a full breath in through the nose. Gently sigh out the mouth. We'll begin moving into Tree Pose, Virshasana, bringing the sole of the right foot either to your calf or the thigh above your knee. Feel the strong foundation of the left foot grounding down into your mat, creating strength up through the leg, the hips, the chest, all the way to the crown of the head. Begin to guide that right knee to center, and then slowly take that leg back behind you. Toes tap to the floor, and then moving into Warrior Two. Arms open out to the side. Front knee stacked over ankle. From here, inhale and straighten the front leg. Exhale, bending back into your lunge. 2 more times. Inhale, straighten the front knee. Exhale, drop down. Last one, inhale. And exhale, hold your Warrior Two for a few breaths. Feeling the connection of your feet rooting down into your mat. From here, moving into our sideways angle, dropping your elbow to knee and lifting that right arm up and above alongside your ear. Sinking a little lower, lifting the chest towards the ceiling. Inhale back to Warrior Two, straightening the front leg and moving into Triangle Trikonasana pose. Top arm reaching up towards the sky, stacking shoulders. Gently bring your right hand down onto your hip, moving into Half Moon Ardha Chandrasana. Back leg takes flight as you lift it towards the sky. Maybe reaching that right arm up towards the sky as well, lengthening through each limb, grounding down through that left foot. From here, those back toes will tap down to the floor and we'll turn all 10 toes to the side of the mat. Moving into a wide-legged forward fold. Make any adjustments with your feet. Toes pointing forward, heels rooting. If it's available, your hands come down onto the mat underneath your shoulders and just allow your torso, neck, head to fall and get heavy. Feeling the connection with your feet, hands, maybe forehead on the mat. And from there, lift up through your tailbone. Inhale, lengthen your heart forward, halfway lift. And exhale, walk your hands to the top of the mat into a runner's lunge. And step forward, forward fold. Take a breath here. Inhale, slowly stack the spine, coming all the way to the top of your mat in Tadasana, mountain pose. Inhale, float the arms out to the side, then wrap right arm underneath left, eagle arms. Begin to lift your right knee and wrap it around your left leg once, maybe twice. Sinking as low as you can into those legs, squeezing inner thighs. Lifting the elbows up a little higher. Then gently release your arms, your legs. Step back with the right foot, moving into our pyramid pose. Hips are pointed forward. Inhale. And exhale, fold forward. Let your torso get long and heavy over that front thigh. Gently drawing feet towards one another to activate the strength in your legs. Bring left hand to left hip. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen the spine. And as you exhale, twist and turn your torso towards the left. Great option to have a block here. Create some height underneath that right hand. If it's available, reaching left arm up towards the sky and stacking the shoulders. Every inhale, we create length through our spine, out through the crown of your head. Moving into revolved half moon. The back leg takes flight as we continue twisting open towards the left side. Inhale here, and as you exhale, take that left hand down to the mat. Right foot meets the left, forward fold, Uttanasana. Let the head get heavy here, back of the neck gets long. Maybe rock your hips side to side, releasing out those outer hips. Root down and inhale to rise all the way up, reaching the arms overhead. Exhale, hands by your side, mountain pose. Taking flight into Virshasana Tree pose. Standing on the right foot, begin to take that left sole of your foot to your calf or above the knee. Alternatively, you could keep your toes on the floor too if you're finding balance is hard today. Lift and lengthen from the sole of that right foot, all the way up through the crown of the head. Center that left knee and then slowly begin to kick it back behind you, preparing to step back into Warrior Two. Back heel drops, toes turn to the side of your mat. Inhale here. Straighten the front leg. Exhale, drop down into that lunge. 2 more times. Inhale, straightening the front leg and bend the knee. 1 more time. Settle into this space, into this pose. Feeling those shoulders stacked over top of your hips. And melt those shoulders away from your ears. Moving into our sideways angle, drop that right elbow to knee and reach that top arm up and above. Bicep along your ear. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, come back to Warrior Two, straightening the front leg, moving into Trikonasana triangle pose. Taking that right hand either to the mat, to your shin, maybe a block if that's available. And then once again, just bringing awareness down towards the feet, feeling that rooting, connected sensation. All 10 toes spread out, soles of the foot connecting down. Bring your left hand onto your hip and we'll begin to move ourselves into Ardha Chandrasana, half moon, opening the hips to the left side. Play with your balance here. Maybe those fingers can come off the floor. Maybe you can take your gaze up towards the ceiling. Bring your left hand back down onto your hips. Slowly descend your back foot to the mat. Walk your hands to center, finding our wide-legged forward fold, Uttanasana. This time you could take the arms behind the back, interlace your fingers or grab opposite elbows. Pull the shoulders back and away from your ears. Keep lifting and lengthening from your tailbone, and leading your heart towards the floor. Release the grip of your hands and bring your hands onto your hips. Inhale for a halfway lift. Exhale, slowly rise. Take a step to the top of the mat. Preparing to move into Eagle, Gerudasana. Take the arms out to the side and sweep left arm underneath right, wrapping the forearms towards one another. Ground down through the right foot and wrap the left leg up and around. Squeezing inner thighs and pulling navel towards your spine. Continue to lift and lengthen from your chest and round the shoulder blades apart. Inhale and exhale. Unravel the legs, the arms. And then we'll take a step back with the left foot, just a third way of the mat back, setting up for Uttanasana, pyramid pose. The hips are facing forward, legs are straight. Slowly make your way down, maybe using blocks here is a great alternative. Explore what it feels like to drive that left hip forward, right hip up and back. Allow your upper back and shoulders to dissolve into the pose using the breath. Let's take an inhale together. Exhale, let go of any tension. Next, we're going to move into Parivrtta Trikonasana, keeping the legs as they are. Maybe utilizing a block here underneath your left hand for a little extra height. Right hand on your right hip. Start to twist from your spine. Keep your hips as they are. Inhale, find length from the crown of your head. Exhale, twist deeper. Maybe taking that top arm up towards the sky. Really broadening and opening the chest. Allowing the shoulders to drop down your back. Bring that top hand back down to your hip. Bend the front knee and we're going to move into our revolved half moon. Back foot begins to come off and away from the mat, taking flight. We lengthen from each limb, pressing out through that back heel, all the way out through the crown of the head. Slowly unravel, come back to center, and find forward fold, Uttanasana. Might feel nice to grab opposite elbows here and allow gravity to pull you down. Taking any movements to fully surrender and rest in this pose. Inhale, come to a flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Root down and inhale to rise all the way up, reaching the arms overhead. Exhale, hands to your heart, Samasthiti. Moving through Surya Namaskara, inhale, reach the arms overhead. Exhale, take it all the way down, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, step, step or hop. Lower down on your exhale. Inhale, upward facing or cobra. And exhale, lift the hips back and up, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift the right leg into the air. And as you exhale, plant that foot between the hands, taking as many steps as you need to get there. Inhaling to come up into high lunge, staying high on the ball of your back foot and reaching the arms overhead. Strong in your legs. From here, we're going to shift into Veerabhadrasana Three. That back foot begins to lift off away from the floor, leading your heart forward, maybe reaching the arms past your head. Slowly take the toes back down to the mat, and left elbow crosses right knee to come into a twist. If at any point you can drop the knee here, if you want to take it more intensified, open your wings. Inhale. Exhale, unravel the twist, step back into plank. Lower down on your exhale. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale and lift your left leg into the air. Exhale, step that foot in between your hands. Inhaling to come up into your high lunge. Settle into it. Bring your hands down to your heart. Begin to put your weight into that front leg and take flight from the back foot. Warrior Three. Slightly dropping that right hip down, lifting up through that left thigh bone. Very gently dropping your back toes back down to the mat. Right elbow crosses left knee for a twist. Once again, options to drop the back knee or open the arms up to spread your wings. One more breath. As you exhale, unwind, step back into plank. Lower down on your exhale. Inhale, cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale, lift the hips up and back, downward facing dog. Inhale. Full exhale. Let's take the knees down to the mat. Bow the forehead and rest your arms by your side for Balasana, Child's Pose. Begin to cultivate a sense of grounding through your pelvis, your legs, your ankles. Completely surrendering down to the earth below you. Slide your hands underneath your shoulders and gently press yourself onto all fours. Begin to make your way onto your belly, turning your cheek to one side or bowing your forehead to the mat. Arms rest along your side. We're going to do 2 rounds of Shambhasana Locust Pose. First round will be just your upper body. Create a slight tuck of your tailbone. Tuck the chin, create a long line through your spine. Ground the pelvis down and inhale to lift and lengthen, pulling the shoulder blades together. Squeezing the back line of the body. Gently exhale and lower down, rest for a moment. Once again, ground the pelvis, pull the navel to spine. This time, inhale, lift head, neck, shoulders, as well as the legs. Gently lower down and relax. Maybe rock the hips side to side, left to right. Moving into Dandasana, begin by bending the knees, grabbing a hold of the outside edges of the feet. As you inhale, start to pull your feet back, arms resisting. Create that openness along your chest and collarbones. Keep lifting and lengthening your thighs away from the floor. As you exhale, gently begin to release. Hands under the shoulders, press yourself up onto your knees. And gently sit back on the heels. Taking an in-breath here. And exhale it out. Setting up for Uttanasana, Camel Pose. Tuck all 10 toes under. Come up into a kneeling position. Drawing the tailbone down and lifting up from the center of your chest. Inhale, sweep the right arm up and around, reaching for that right heel. And then left side, inhale, reach up and reach all the way back. And if this isn't available, you could use a block or maybe just bringing your hands to your low back, just above the glutes. Keep pressing your hips forward, pulling navel to your spine and lifting, lengthening up out of your chest. Inhale fully. Exhale. Bring your hands onto your hips and slowly come back to center, releasing your hips down towards your heels. Take a moment, take a breath. Roll over onto your right hip and bring that right foot to your left butt cheek. Swing the left leg up and around so the knees are stacked. Inhale, right arm to the sky. Exhale, cross your elbow across your left knee so that you come into this seated twist. Inhale, find length in your spine, crown of your head. Exhale, keep gazing past that left shoulder. Feeling that grounding sensation through your hips, legs, knees, and feet. Inhale, come back to center, find length in the spine, and as you exhale, begin to fold forward over those crossed knees. Maybe walking the hands forward a little bit, letting the back of the neck get long. Tune into the breath. Tune into any sensations that are arising. And see if you can soften into that. One final breath here, inhale. And as you exhale, begin to press yourself back up to a neutral spine. Release the legs out straight and maybe shake them out left to right. Releasing any tension. We'll switch to the other side, bringing that left heel to your right butt cheek and swinging the right leg up and over to stack the knees. Inhale, left arm to the sky. And as you exhale, cross that elbow against your knee, finding length with every inhale. And every exhale, twist into the pose. deeper. Start from the base of the spine, moving up towards the navel, the chest, the crown of the head. Just feel yourself rooting down and building energy from the ground up. Inhale to lift that left arm, come back through to center. Find length in the spine, and then as you exhale, fold over your knees. Maybe walking the hands forward. Keep those hips rooting down towards the mat. Inhale, find a little bit more length in the spine. Exhale, soften down. Begin to walk your hands back beside your hips, coming up to a neutral spine. Untangle the legs, straighten them out. Maybe rock side to side. From here, we're going to move into Dandasana, staff pose. Point all 10 toes towards the ceiling. Press your heels away from you. Inhale, float the arms overhead. And as you exhale, gently fold from the waist, pulling navel up towards your spine and reaching the crown of your head towards your toes. Bring your awareness to the base of your spine, Muladhara, your root chakra. Envision the color red. And sense a feeling of security, of feeling safe, having everything you need. You are fully supported. Taking a full breath in here. Gently sigh it out. Being very mindful with your movements as you slowly begin to stack the spine. Your head will come up last. Pull the shoulders back. Gently make your way down onto your back. And once you arrive, bring the knees towards your chest and hug them in. Placing pressure into your low back, tailbone area. Big belly breath in. As you exhale, let your arms open to the side, allowing your knees to fall over to the right. Explore what it might feel like to cross the top knee under your bottom for a deeper twist. Look and gaze over to the left, breathing into the rib cage, chest. And as you exhale, drop the shoulders down towards your mat, allowing them to fully let go. Let go of any holding, any tension. And allow your body to fully melt into this twist. Taking a full belly breath in. And as you exhale, bring your head back through center and then your knees. Take a moment to reset and align the spine. And then we'll bring the knees over to the left, maybe crossing top leg over again and turning your gaze over to the right. Feel that full twisting action throughout your entire spine. Each vertebra creating more strength and length with every breath. Coming back through to center with your head first, then the knees follow. Take a moment here to reset the spine and then hug the knees in towards your chest. Turn the soles of the feet towards the ceiling, knees open to the side, moving into happy baby. Just notice the subtle sensation of your whole spine grounding down into the mat. Gentle hip opening. Keep pressing the knees apart. Just explore if you can soften into this a little bit more. Inhale fully. As you exhale, gently release the feet back down to the mat. Keep the knees bent. Taking the mat about mat distance wide and now allowing the knees to fall in towards one another. Just observe how that feels in the hips. Then we'll take the left hand over your heart, right hand over your belly. Rolling the shoulders down your back and slightly tucking the chin to create length in the back of the neck. Allow these last few minutes of practice to go inwards. To simply observe. without judgment, without any worries. Simply be, simply observe. If your mind is wandering off, bring it back in and watch this subtle rise and fall of your abdomen and chest. Observe the consistent flow of the inhale and the exhale. We're going to finish the practice here on our backs. I hope you feel rooted and connected after this Muladhara root chakra inspired practice. Thank you so much for allowing me to hold the space for your practice today. The light in me honors and sees the light within you.